Okay, we're coming to the computer. So also an upgraded version, it's a Simatic OP17. And here's the main screen. We can change the name if you want to. We have F1 is fault buffer, key case, timer, counter, main, production data, password, system data. Okay, if we go into production, then we're coming into the programs, shot data, consumption timer, recirculation value, temperature, density, counter and tolerances. Okay, I would go and say I want to see what the consumption was. I go in and the consumption on this station is 4,265 shots, and the kilo of the poly and the ISO. I go back, go in programs, go in mixing head, and then I have a ratio. I have 130%, or I can change automatically of 120, enter, and then I'll go over and say I want to have 500 gram output, and I have a shot of 6,000 grams, will give me a shot time of 12 seconds. So if that is not enough and you need 10 seconds, you just go back again and say I want to have 600 grams per second, enter, and it will give you a shot time of 10 seconds. He does it all automatically, and you can see on the bottom the poly has changed and the ISO has changed. So you can do everything you want in that system. So again, you can change any ratio. If you want to go to 150, you go back 150%, enter, say we leave the flow rate, but you can see on the bottom the poly weight and the ISO has changed. I'll do it again. I'll go back to 120, enter, and you can see on the bottom has changed again. ISO is now only 327 grams per second. Okay, now we go back and say I want to change the weight. I can just use the cursor, that's the cursor where I go left, right and up, and go and say I want to have a 5,000 gram shot. Enter, you see the time's changing immediately, the output stays the same. And if I want to increase or decrease the shot time, I just go up again, go over again, and I change the flow rate. If I go to 800 grams a second, enter, it will change it again. You can see now the poly is 363 grams per second and the ISO is 436 grams per second. When you've done that, that's all you have to do. You press enter and escape. Escape, and you come into the main program again where the shot data, the consumption is. You can press another escape and you come into the main frame, and then you press F5 and you come into the normal shot data precision. Okay, so if I shoot now, it will show here, and I'm starting up the machine that you can see what's happened. It's now running, as you can see. Grams per second, pressure, it's on low pressure naturally now, and the flow rate. If I go back, escape, production, programs, edit, you can see I have here 120%. Go back to main, 121. Okay? Now we go to the next level. Now we're going into timer and counter, F4, and you see recirculation 1, 2, at the moment, because I had to do only set up at this stage, so you can go down And then you have maximum loading level, hydraulic, running time, manual, and circulation before filling poly, and then consumption before filling iso, and then filling time, poly and iso. And then running time educator, it's for circulation, and then at the head, mixing head 1, 2, 3 and 4. And then backwards the same again. Okay, so we go back, enter. And that's it. Okay, and that's it. That's all. There's some other function, but their normal function everyone has, so gives you a little bit of an indication of what the machine is capable of.